सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। सन्तोषिणी जगन्माता मम सौभाग्यवृद्धये नमस्करोमि भक्त्या त्वां प्रसन्ना वरदा भव। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्। Now you can hear? Okay. Satpratyaya kinnu vihaya santam hriddesha chinta rahito hridakyaha katham smaramastamameyamekam tasya smritistatra dridhaiva nishta. मृत्युञ्जयं मृत्युभियाश्रितानाम् अहं मतिर्मृत्युमुपैति पूर्वम् अथ स्वभावात् अमृतेषु तेषु कथं पुनर्मृत्युधियोऽवकाशः। सर्वे निदानं जगतोऽहमश्च वाच्यप्रभुः कश्चिदपारशक्तिः चित्रेऽत्रलोक्यं च विलोकिता च पटप्रकाशोऽप्यभवत्स एकः। आरभ्यते जीवजगत्परात्मा तत्त्वाभिधानेन मतं समस्तम् इदं त्रयं यावदहं मदि स्यात् सर्वोऽत्र माहं मतिशून्यनिष्ठा। सत्यं मृषा वा चितितं जडं वा दुःखं सुखं वेति मुदा विवादः। अदृष्टलोकानिरहं प्रतीतिः निष्ठा विकल्पा परमाखिलेष्ट। स्वरूपबुद्धिर्जगदीश्वरे च स्वरूपधीरात्मनि यावदस्ति अरूप आत्मा यति कः प्रपश्येत्। यत्पञ्चकोशात्मकमस्ति देहं तत् तदन्तरा किम् शब्दादिरूपं भुवनं समस्तं शब्दादिसत्तेन्द्रियवृत्तिभास्य सत्तेन्द्रियाणां मनसो वशे स्यात् मनोमयं तद्भुवनं वदामः अधहोदेदियास्तमेति प्रविभास्य एषः धीलोकजन्मक्षयधामपूर्णं सत्त्वस्तु जन्मक्षयशून्यमेकं भवन्तु सद्दर्शनसाधनानि परस्य नाम सत्त्वस्तु निप्राप्ततदात्मभावा निष्ठेव सद्दर्शनमित्यवेहि द्वन्द्वानि सर्वाण्यखिलास्त्रिपुट्यः किञ्चित् समाश्रित्य विभान्ति वस्तु तन्मार्गणे स्याद्गलितं समस्तं न पश्यतां सच्चलनं कदापि विद्यां विना किं प्रभिवाद्य विद्या द्वयं च कस्येति विचार्य मूलः स्वरूपनिष्ठा परमार्थविद्या बोद्धारमात्मानमजो नतो ये स्यात् परमार्थबोधः बोधस्य बोध्यस्य च संश्रयं स्वं विजानतस्तद्वितयं विनश्येत् निद्रा न विद्या ग्रहणं न विद्या गृह्णाति किञ्चिन्न तथार्थबोधे निद्रापदार्थग्रहणेतरा स्यात् चिदेव विद्या विलसन्त्यशून्या चिदात्मा विविधा तेत्पृथक् सत्यचितो न भिन्ना भूषा विकारा किमु सन्ति सत्यं विना सुवर्णं पृथगात्र लोके तत्युष्मदोरस्मदि सम्प्रतिष्ठा तस्मिन् विनष्टे स्मदि मूलबोधात् तत्युष्मदस्मत्मदिवर्जितैका तितिर्ज्वलन्ती सहजात्मनः स्यात् हास्यान किं स्यात् गतभाविचर्चा विनैकसंख्यां गणनेव लोके क्व भाति दिक्कालकथा विनास्मान् दिक्काललीलेह वपुर्वयं चेत् न क्वाभिभामो न कदाभिभामो वयं तु सर्वत्र सदा जभामः देहात्मभावेज्ञजडौ समानौ एकस्य देहे हृदि दीप्त आत्मा आक्रम्य देहं च जगच्च पूर्णः परस्य मेयं तनुमात्रमात्मा अज्ञस्य विज्ञस्य च विश्वमस्ति पूर्वस्य दृश्यं जगदेव सत्यं परस्य दृश्याश्रयभूतमेकं सत्यं प्रपूर्णं प्रभिव्यात्यरूपम् e prastakopi vadaha vidhehe prayatnasya cha kopi vadaha. So this vada, the debate about destiny and free will, this goes on. Which came first? Or free will is important, or everything is according to one's own vidhi, prarabdha. Then where is the somebody in that making noise? So, if everything is according to vidhi, the argument is. Eh? Can you mute it, please? I don't see her. I don't see them. They are invisible. And they are making noise. Please mute it, please. Okay. Thank you. So, if everything is according to prarabdha, then the question is, if free will also is coming under prarabdha, isn't it? So, if you are destined to use your free will, then you will be able to use it. If you are not destined to use your free will, then you cannot use it. Now, this is the argument. Now, Bhagavan says, don't argue like this. Because what is the moolam? What is the basis of free will and prarabdha? The free will and prarabdha both are depending upon what? Ego, jiva, isn't it? So the jiva is the one upon whom the whole thing is attached. So I used to tell you a story, I think you remember. Mr. Muhammad got married 3 times. Then what happened? One day he died. So who became the first widow? So prarabdha, purushartha, prarabdha karma, no, sanjita karma, prarabdha karma and agami karma. So all the 3 karmas belong to whom? Mr. Muhammad, isn't it? 3 wives. If Muhammad dies, then what happened? Everybody become widowed, isn't it? At once. It is not that first wife became first wife, a widow, a second wife, like that, nothing like that. The same way, this prarabdha and purushartha discussion is valid as long as jiva is present. Jiva means your ego, ahankara. But once ahankara, that's why moolam, he is asking that, vidhe prayatnasya moola vastu. What is the moolam? What is the moolam of this? So, self-effort is supreme or destiny is supreme. Enquire for whom this purushartha and prarabdha. Once you know the source is jiva, but jiva is false. Ego is false. That he will tell you in following verses. Once you know that the very basis has no reality, then to whom these belong to? This is the question he's asking. So don't start, keep on arguing. In the study group, these are all very big discussions. They never get any answer, finally. So then they give up. That's why they said, never argue with a fool. He may bring you down to his level and beat you with it. Continuing. Yadi shidur avikshya tanmanasike kshanam syad. न द्रष्टुरन्यः परमोहितस्य वीक्षा स्वमूले प्रविलीय निष्ठा. यदीशि दुर्वीक्षणमीक्षितारम् Ramana Maharshi summarizes all the Upanishad teaching here. This verse has the essence of Kenopanishad and Brihadaranya Upanishad. In the Upanishad, it is said that whatever you experience is not real. Whatever you experience. Sakshi Chaitanyam alone is the absolute reality. Whatever is observed is mithya. But you cannot argue that mithya world there is a utility value. Since it has a utility value, it has some reality. This is the argument that we saw in Mandukya. Sakshi Chaitanyam alone is the absolute reality. The world, my body, and my mind are all objects of my experience, observed by me. Therefore, they are called mithya. The Upanishads say that, now what about God? Does God come under Satyam or Mithya? Now this is a very big question. The Upanishad says that it does not want to answer the question and asks to find out the answer ourselves based on the norm that it has given. What do I understand by the word God? If a person says that God is someone who has experienced by me in the past or who can be experienced by me in the future, then applying the norm, God also become an object of my experience. Once he become an object of my experience, he come under anatma. Therefore, Ishvaraha mithya anatmatvat gadavate. Like a pot. For a seeker of truth, emotions have no place. This is the problem with bhaktas and jnanamargis. Bhaktas are all emotional. Jnanamargis says emotion doesn't work here. Yat vachan abhyutitam yena vak abhyutyate tadeva brahmatvam vidhi netam yadidam upasate. This is Kenopanishad. Yat vacha na abhyutitam yena vak abhyutyate. Where the words cannot illumine, enlighten, but because of which the words are coming out of your mouth, because of whom the words come out of your mouth, that you understand as Brahman, not what you are worshipping. So, tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam yadidam upasate. What you are meditating upon, with Surupa of Atma, Paramatma, that is not real truth. The real truth is the one who is meditating, the meditator. If you want to know the absolute real God, it can be discovered only in one way. Apply the same norm. I am ever the Atma, the experiencer, never the Anatma, the experienced. Then the God is understood as Aham Brahmasmi, Sakshi Chaitanyam. That Atma Abhinna Ishvara alone is the real God. Atma Abhinna Ishvara. Ishvara Darshanam as an object is unreal. Ishvara Darshanam as the very subject is real. So, Ikshitaram Avikshya, ignoring the Atma, that is Ikshitaram, the one who is the witness, the witnesser maybe, if you want to say, the witnesser, ignoring that witnesser, Atma, which is the real God, Ishituhu Vikshanam. So, Ishituhu Vikshanam means gaining Ishvara Darshanam as an object. Because we are not telling you will not have Ishvara Darshanam, please. That is not our point. Our point is that it is that also, Ramana Maharshi says, even if you have an Ishvara Darshanam, but that Ishvara cannot stay with you. He will come, he will ask you immediately, what do you want? And ask what boon you want. And you will immediately, in 1 minute, 1 second, you have to say. He will disappear. Tadastu, he will disappear, isn't it? So, he seems to be coming and going. That which coming and going cannot be the truth. That is the point he is making here. So, what is that? Manasika ikshanam cha. It is a mental projection. It is merely pratipasika satyam or vyavaharika satyam. So it cannot be paramarthika satyam. Drashtuhu anyaha paramaha nasti. There is no real Ishvara other than I, Aham, Sachidananda Sarupatma, Sakshi, the paramarthika satyam. This has to be very clear. Saddarshanam is heavily based on Mandukya Karika. Okay. He is an emphasis actually. This is the teaching of the Upanishad. Non-Advaitic system of philosophy will have to downplay the Upanishads. They will have to focus on bhakti literature more and more, because in bhakti literature alone, Bhagavan is Anatma, He. In the Upanishad, Bhagavan is He is bondage. Ultimately, you will have moksha only when you discover Aham Brahmasmi. Now, how to have Atma Darshanam? This very question is wrong. Atma Darshanam is abiding in the knowledge. Aham Brahmasmi. Tasya viksha samule praviliyat praviliya vijishta. Sakshi Chaitanyam Surupe Nishta. Sakshi Chaitanyam, abiding in the Atma after having resolved all the triputis. Now this word abiding also is very difficult to explain. What do you understand by the word abiding? Huh? In English?
Following or just being in practice, being in unison.
Huh?
Being in unison,
That's a problem.
because there are two things coming together.
Yeah. So, but there is no other word in English. That's a problem. That's the closest word.
Abiding as.
Huh?
Abiding as Atma Sambhi. Then,
But again, your duality is there.
yeah, me abiding as.
Yeah, because there is a me and
Verb. Yeah. These are
Yeah, there's an action involved, yeah. That is a problem. No, it's not that. There is no duality. Only he. There is no I. So resolving the observer-observed division and abiding in the divisionless Atma with the knowledge that I am Atma is called darshanam. Advaita jnana nishta is real Ishvara darshanam. This is what we have to meditate upon. Okay. Otherwise, meditation become what? You may meditate, you get mental steadiness, etc., concentration you will get, but concentration alone is not enough. We have to do vichara. Who is this meditator? So meditate upon the meditator. Who is a meditator? Ego, isn't it? That is why the meditation, every meditation session, you get up and say, today meditation was very good, Swami. Now who is telling this? Our ahankara. But we think that I had a very good meditation, very peaceful, undisturbed. Who is observing this? Our ego. That is not the laksham of meditation. That observer also has to disappear. Like in sleep, when you are tossing about, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. Why I am not sleeping? Like that, if you start thinking, you will not sleep. Then, in sleep what happened? Everything disappears. You don't even know that you are sleeping. That state is called. Same way here also, meditator also disappears. So whatever form you experience outside your body or within your mind, in the height of meditation or in the height of tapas, all those forms of gods are not absolutely real. What was that? Gora Kumbhar, What was that? Namdev Maharaj. He used to converse with Bhagavan Vitthal. Very good. He was talking to him and all that. Very great bhakta. So, one day Gora Kumbhar, he was also a great jnani. So all Mahatmas asked them to sit one line. And he comes with a stick and hit everybody. Hit on the head. And some did not respond, some did not, kept quiet. And when it comes to Namdev Maharaj, hey, what are you doing? And Gora Kumbhar, ye kacha hai. Unripe. Then he went and complained to Vitthal Bhagavan. See, Gora Kumbhar is telling me, I am kacha hai, what is this? He said, yeah, if he says you are kacha, then what is to be done? Go and get knowledge from Guru. Even Bhagavan advised. So that is what the point here is. Even if you have darshan of Bhagavan, we are not telling you will not have darshan, please. If you are intensely thinking about having darshan of Bhagavan, you will get darshan. There is no doubt about it. But there it will not end. That is the problem. See, all Rakshasas had darshan of Brahmaji, isn't it? They all had darshan. Lord Shiva also appeared before them and gave boon also. What happened afterwards? Became arrogant, isn't it? So the problem is our ego. If that is not handled, And the ego's play also, the beauty is, unless you observe very keenly, the ego's play is mysterious. You will never know. And you also declare, I have no ego. Hey, who is telling me? Ah. And it's shades, different shades it appears. One has to be very alert. Because when it starts poking, rising his head, it's difficult. Because so many times when you get hurt, somebody says some casually, something like that, that is enough to get hurt. If you are more sensitive, the more you are prone to getting hurt. See, olden days in our village and all that, unless somebody scream or yell and all that, they will not take anybody seriously. It doesn't matter to them. But the more now you are educated, you are in a sophisticated society, everything is well organized and all that, then what happened? Little uncomfort is a problem. Small. Air condition is not working, there is a problem. Hot water is not coming, is a problem. Everything. And also now winter is coming. Heater is not working, that's it. Yeah, so small things become very big for us. Somebody told me that, Swamiji, small things only disturb me. I said, then it is not small for you. Small thing disturb you, it is not small for you. It is big. So, this point we have to understand that between you and Bhagavan, what is the problem? Our ego. Now, what is to be done is, make this ego a naivedyam. That is what he is telling us. Atmanamiksheta param prapashyet. Ityagamokte sulabho na bhava. Natmeva drishyo yatika katheshe. Swayam tadanni bhavanam tadiksha. Real God is intangible. Ashaptam, asparsham, achintyam, ityadi. In the Upanishad, there is an expression that if you want to know Brahman, do not look for Brahman as a new thing that you want to realize, but attempt to know your own real nature. Atmanam iksheta. Understand your own real nature by inquiry. Param prapashyet. The day you understand your real nature, you have realized God. Iti agama uktihi. Thus the Upanishad declares. So Ramana Maharshi is not teaching anything new. Okay, people, Ramana followers think that he has got something, new to teach, new way to teach. But he is not. He himself says, Agama Ukti. Bhavaha na sulabhaha. Many people do not easily understand the significance of the statement that you are God. This is said in Mundaka Upanishad. Hiranmaye pare koshe virajam brahma nishkalam tachshubhram jyotisham jyotihi tatyadatma vido viduhu. Tat yat atma vido viduhu. Knower of the self, no Brahman. If you want to see God, I work for self-darshanam, I get into problem. What? How to see myself? Atma eva na drishyaha. You cannot see Atma because God is self and self is never seen. Ka ishe katha. Then what to talk of Ishvara? Then what is to be done? Swayam tadanni bhavanam tadiksha. It's a very powerful statement. See, anni bhavam. Swayam tadanni bhava. Anni. Tat anni bhavanam swayam. Oneself becoming food unto him. See, when the food is in front of you, it is dvaitam, isn't it? Food is separate, you are separate. Once the food goes inside, what happens? Advaitam. So here in Naivedyam also, what is called? You have to offer to Bhagavan as Naivedyam your ahankara. Once you offer your ahankara as Naivedyam, then take it back as prasadam. Okay. Because without ahankara you cannot survive in this world. So offer first to Bhagavan and take it back as prasadam. This is the advice Bhagavan gives here. Thus, ahankara resolution is an intellectual event. Seeing ahankara as mithya. Continue to see the pot, understanding it is mithya. There is no substance called pot. What is the substance? Clay. This understanding is called mithyatva darshanam. So, when food is eaten, the food becomes part of you. So too we offer food to the Lord. Lord eats the food and that food becomes part of him. Our ego make it as his food. Whether it is bhakti or jnana, the goal is to become one with the Lord. So you offer your ego as Naivedyam. Once it becomes Naivedyam, Bhagavan absorbs. Self-realization is not an experience. Knowing the experience as myself is realization. I hope you are getting it. prakasham paramo vitirya swayam dhiyonta pravibhati gupta dhiyam paravartya dhiyontaretra samyojananneshwara drishtiranya. So in Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful episode of this Gopikas. The gopis in Vrindavan, they were devoted to Bhagavan, and Bhagavan one day decided to bless them with moksha, because all the gopas, they attained mukti. Bhagavan gave moksha to them. Because the episode was that Nandagopa got Dvadashi Vratam to break the Vratam. The Muhurtam was in the early morning. I mean, before 3:30, it was 2 o'clock something. So he went to Kalindi Nadi and took a bath. And this river also, it seems, sleeps. You cannot disturb that. So these Varuna Devata's attendants, he is breaking a law, they took him to Varuna Loka. Immediately Lord Krishna was alerted, and he went into the water, jumped into the water, and went to this Varuna Loka. And when Varuna saw Krishna is coming, he got up from his seat and welcomed him and offered him his own seat and started worshipping him. And not only that, he said that my attendants made a mistake, but I don't know now I have to punish them or appreciate them. Because of their mistake only I had the darshan of you. Therefore, I cannot punish them now. And I'm sorry I brought your father. So I released him and Bhagavan brought him back. And this Nandagopa came back and saw, he was surprised. What is my little son? He is worshipped by Varuna Devata, gods. So who can be he? He spread the message to all Gopas. Then all the Gopas thought that, hey, if he is Bhagavan, can we see his abode? We are qualified. I don't know we are qualified, but such thought came to them. Then Bhagavan picked up the thought, okay. So he decided to give them the darshan of Vaikuntha first. That is the Saguna Rupa of Bhagavan. Then when they are all absorbed in meditation, Bhagavan made them experience that Nirguna Swarupa of Bhagavan. So they got moksha. And after the Gopas got moksha, so there are a lot of significance are there in Bhagavatam. The stories are all there, but there is a lot of philosophical significance. So actually Bhagavan was killing all Rakshasas one by one, Putana first. These are all ignorance, and ignorance born different varieties of evils that we have in our mind. That is what Bhagavan destroying. And finally, one problem, one most difficult problem for every human being to conquer is, one is taste, the tongue. Water stands for that. That's why Varuna Devata. So Bhagavan conquered Varuna Devata means he conquered that weakness also. So after that alone, you will be able to attain mukti. So they all got mukti. Then he decided to give moksha to all gopis. So he, on a Sharat Purnima day, he took his flute, and why I am telling all this story, you must be tired listening to Vedanta, that's why. Because you keep on thinking, aham brahmasmi, aham brahmasmi. You get tired, isn't it? Mind get tired. So you should have kathas, it will entertain your mind. Then again I'll give you same thing. So here the point is, gopis listening to the flute, whatever job they were doing, they left that and ran to Bhagavan. In the middle of the night, the description is there in Bhagavatam, everything, whatever they were doing. And somebody was making up, the eyes, the eye kajal lagate. One eye only they did. They then forget it, and another lady was wearing sari, and then somehow she wore sari and ran. And that became the Gujarati style sari. Gadbad mein hota hai na aise. So, like that, so many things. Then they all reached, and each one was going towards Bhagavan. They are walking together, but they didn't know each other because so absorbed in Bhagavan. And finally they all reached there. And Bhagavan tried to discourage them, saying that leaving your parents, your husband, your children, everything, your duties, you have come here, which is very bad. You all go back, and after all, what is necessary? You want to think of me, thinking of me, remembering me, you continue your work. You will attain mukti. This is what Bhagavan advised. And they sat there and argued with Bhagavan. What are you talking? What for you are telling us to do this karma yoga? To purify our mind. Then after purifying the mind, what is the result? To attain Bhagavan. And we have come to you. No, you are Bhagavan, you have come to you. So why are you asking us to go back? So then Bhagavan thought that ye to pakka hai, now I have to. So Bhagavan decided to dance with them. The ras, that's called Rasa Leela. But as they were enjoying the dance, what happened? These gopikas developed little thought. What is the thought? We are better than anyone. That one thought, ego, Bhagavan disappeared. This is what we have to understand. Bhagavan, he didn't go anywhere. He was there only. But they could not see him. So Bhagavatam through story is telling the same thing. That one thought, that pride came. Then what happened? It is not that Bhagavan has gone anywhere. He cannot go anywhere also. He is everywhere. So how can he go anywhere? He is everywhere. But it has appeared from your vision. Now this is what Brahmamanji says. Bhagavan is hiding. Bhagavan is hiding the most safe place. That's why Hiranyakashipu conquered the whole world, and finally he wanted to conquer Vaikuntha also. To challenge him to a debate, the fight. What happened? He didn't know Bhagavan is hiding in his own heart. So, all of us, we have to discover the Lord who is Hridaya Guhara Madhye, Buddhi Guhe, in the cave of your intellect. Now, why the cave? Not that your intellect has got a cave. Don't start thinking like that. Cave means what? In cave, once you enter, what is the first experience? Darkness. Darkness means ignorance. In that ignorance, Bhagavan is as if hiding. So, self as consciousness is ever experienced by us effortlessly. Experiencing anything else only requires an effort, means an instrument of knowledge is required. Pramanam is required for any experience. To experience Atma, no process and no time required. Mind is required to turn the attention towards the ever experienced Atma. When the attention is turned toward consciousness, Shastram helps us to know the ever experienced consciousness, which is not a part or product or property of the body, but it is detached from the body. At the same time, body itself is able to survive because of whom? Paramaha, God is none other than Atma, the ever-experienced consciousness. That's why Kenopanishad, Bodham, Bodham, Pratipodha, Viditam, Matam. Every thought rising in your mind is illumined by consciousness. Like a wave in the ocean, every wave is nothing but ocean. Materiya distributes lens prakasham chidabhasatiyam, light of consciousness to the mind. Swayam dhiyonta pravibhati guptaha, but the Atma itself remains hidden, as it were within the mind. Antakaranasya anta pravibhati diyaha antaha, as the ever-experienced consciousness. So, it is as though hidden in the intellect. How it is hidden? I gave you an example before. Remember? So many examples I gave. Now a full moon night, you are enjoying the moonlight. You got the example now? What are you experiencing? Sunlight, right? While experiencing moonlight, if you are aware that this is not moonlight, this is sunlight. So when the thought appears in your mind, this is not the thought, it is Paramatma. Shifted. how easy it is. So Atma illumines the mind and mind illumines the world. Atma is hidden like the ever-experienced screen in the movie. The movie, when you watch movie, you never notice the screen because our preoccupation is in the movie. So our extrovert mind will never notice what makes the mind work. This self-knowledge is noticing, focusing, and paying attention to the ever-experienced consciousness. With the help of scriptures, I have to negate the limitation I have attached, attributed to the ever-experienced consciousness. Dhyam paravartya. Turn your attention from all inert things, the world, body, mind, and thought to the silence, to the ever-experienced consciousness which illumines all the above. Dhyantaraha. Turn your attention within your mind. Atra, there. Connect your buddhi to the ever-evident consciousness. That alone is called Ishvara Drishti. Ishvara Drishtihi na anya. There is no other real Ishvara Darshanam. Okay? Don't look for Ishvara Darshanam. You are already experiencing Him. Every moment, every living moment, He is with you. You can't even say He is with you, okay? At least start with that, Navakti deho hamiti prasuptau. Na kopi na bhuvamiti pravakti. Yatro dide sarvamudeti tasya. Diyahama shodhaya janmadesham. Deho na janati. Oh, navakti. Okay. Navakti dehoha miti prasuptau. Yeah. See, dehaha navakti. Isn't it? Body doesn't say, I am body. Isn't it? Does the body say, I am body? No. Ahamiti. Prasuptau. In deep sleep. Na kaha api. Nobody there. Na abhuvam iti. And I was not. Pravakti says, atra udite. Upon waking up. Upon waking up only you can say, I was not there in sleep, isn't it? But while sleeping, you cannot say, I am not here. Therefore, when you inquire into the ego, it will disappear. So, sarvam udedi tasya ahamaha janmadesham dhiya shodhaya. Ahamaha janmadesham. See, the source of the birthplace, janmadesham, of who? Ego. Inquire. Then you realize you cannot place this ego logically. How it entered there, nobody can tell. What is there? Now look at that. You are standing in front of the mirror, your reflection in the mirror. What is it? Real or unreal? Consciousness reflected in the mind is you. But the reflection, we have taken it as real. We have forgotten about whose reflection it is. So, who says I am? Is it the Atma or the body? Atma cannot, because any thinking requires action. So consciousness cannot say, come and tell you I am consciousness. It cannot say. Why? Because any word that you speak is always a movement in time. So the movement in time, once time comes, what happens? That is Maya. So action, and action requires modification. The pure Atma cannot say, I am. Nirvikaraha. Atma also cannot say, I am I cannot say, I am Jada. The body is Jada, And there is no third entity. If you analyze, it is a mysterious entity made up of certain features of Anatma and certain features of Atma. So this is a problem. This mixture is called Ahankara, a mysterious entity having a verbal existence. Vacharampanam vikaro namatheyam mrittiketeva satyam. You heard this somewhere, right? In Mandukya. When we want to find out what it is, there is no such thing called Ahankara. That is the beauty. Ramana Maharshi's famous story you must have heard. Marriage. In Indian marriages. This guy came from somewhere, he saw the board, Priya getting married to Venkata. And they put a big board also outside. He came and joined. And then he started ordering things. Priya's parents thought that it is bridegroom's. And bridegroom thought that Priya's parents must have appointed somebody to look after us. He had a good time. Wedding, everything is over. And both sambandhis sitting across the table and drinking a cup of coffee. Everything is over. At that time, this guy was passing by. the bunch of cloth in his hand. Both of them looked at, who is this guy? The moment he knew that I am the object of inquiry, what happened? He disappears. This is what our ego is. What is there is only a reflection. That reflection, what happens? How we took this reflection as myself. We cannot explain that. That's called Maya. Now you know the difficulty. The more you think, you will understand how difficult it is. If you don't think, there is no problem. More thinking people only problem. So body cannot say, Atma also cannot say. So who is telling everything? Mixture. So this ego has taken consciousness, sentiency from Paramatma and Jadam from inert, from Anatma body or mind, and a mixture. So we are a mixture of both. And when we want to find out what it is, then you know there is no such thing as ego. Dehaha aham iti na pravakti. Body never says I am, and it can never say I am because it is jadam. Prasupto na abhuvam iti kopida pravakti. Nobody says that I was non-existent in sleep, because everybody knows that I am existent in all the three periods of time. That means Atma, the real I, is existent in all three periods of time, including in sleep. Does this Atma says I am in Sushupti? Atma is there, but he will not say I am. It does not say I am. The transactor I, the Ahankara. I is neither the body nor the Atma. Yatra udite. In the wake of the Ahankara, sarvam udeti. All the transaction, limitation, worries, complexes arise. In short, samsara arises. Tasya ahamaha janmadesham shodhaya. Therefore, may you inquire into this mysterious I with the help of your intellect. Guru Shastra Upadeshena Cha. We are in Vedanta Parampara. This is very important. Through the help of your Guru and Shastra. Now, this Ahankara has got so many names. He is listing those. Deho na janati sato na janmaha.
Deho na janati sato na janma.
Deha pramanonya udedi madhye.
Deha pramanonya udeti madhye.
Aham kriti granthi vibandha sukshmaha.
Aham kriti grantha vibandha sukshmaha.
Sharira cheto bhavajivanama.
Sharira cheto bhavajivanama.
Dehaha na janati. The body can never say, I am. Because it is jadam. This we saw. Sataha na janmaha. Atma also does not say, I am. If Atma is saying, I am, it will be saying, I am the immortal Atma. That also you cannot say. Anya udedi madhye pratibimbas mukham. Anya udedi madhye, a third mysterious entity which is formed by mixing up certain features of Atma and Anatma, arises in the middle when they are close to each other, proximate. Deha pramanaha, it is the size of the body. Oh, ego size is what? Your body. Kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam, ahankritihi. These are the names. Kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam, ahankritihi. Ahankara is one name for this imposter. I, grantihi, not, is another name. Means which cannot be easily removed, eliminated. Granthi. Vidyate hridaya granthi. Not symbolizes union, combination of achetana anatma and chetana atma. Vibantaha means bondage, strong. See, a mirror, a clear substance, plus my face, another clear substance, is equal to pratibimba mukham. A third entity, a non-substance. This reflected face, which is a false entity, has the features of the original face and some features of the mirror also. That's why when the mirror is moved, that motion is transferred to the reflected face. And so the reflected face moves. This motion property is borrowed from the mirror. The location of the reflected face is also determined by the mirror. And the reflection that you see in the mirror is also dependent upon what type of mirror. Suppose it's a convex mirror or concave mirror. Face will go up. Thus we have a peculiar mithya pratibimba mukham. It has got some features borrowed from mirror and some features borrowed from the original face. Why Ramana Maharshi keep on talking about this? You may wonder. His idea is this ego is very difficult to get destroyed. He is throwing so many arrows. Which one will hit, we don't know. So one of the arrows may strike and puncture the balloon of ego. This ego is a balloon. And one puncture is, pitchki, it will go. Now Ramana Maharshi says that ahankara is like the reflected face. It has some features borrowed from Atma and some features borrowed from Anatma. Means Shariram. The changing features of ahankara, kaumaram, yavvanam, vruddhavastha, all those things are all borrowed from body. I am young, I am old. when you talk about ahankara, the sentiency of ahankara is borrowed from Atma. Ahankara is different from shariram because it is sentient. Ahankara is different from Atma because it has janana maranam. Thus, ahankara is a mysterious entity having partial features of both Atma and Anatma, like Narasimha Avatara, you see. This is called Anyonya Tadatmyam Adhyasaha. So, Anyonya Tadatmam, separate the Atma and Anatma and look for the Ahankara. Then you don't find anything. It disappears. Like the reflected face, when the face moves away from the mirror, whatever disappears when inquired is a false entity. Now Ramana Maharshi calls it as Pishachaha, ghost. Next verse he says that. Pishachaha. Because it is nothing but a thought arising in the mind. Chetaha, the fifth name for Ahankara is Chetaha, mind. Because Ahankara is a thought that rises in the mind. When the mind is active, Ahankara is there. When the mind is passive or in sleep, Ahankara is not there. Therefore, Ahankara, figuratively called mind. Now the sixth name. The sixth name for Ahankara is Bhavaha. Bhavaha, Jivaha, Namaha, Shariraha, Chetaha, Nibaddhaha, Sukshmaha. All these are his name. Sixth name is Bhavaha, Samsara, Vibandhaha. Individuality is samsara. Individuality and freedom cannot go together. Individuality is equal to finitude, is equal to mortality. The seventh name of Ahankara is Jivaha, one who is born and lives for some time and drops the body. Okay. One more we'll take. Are you tired? Okay. रूपोद्भवो रूपततिप्रतिष्ठः रूपाशनो धूतगृहीतरूपः स्वयं विरूप स्वविचारकाले धावत्यहङ्कारपिशाच एषः Thus, Ahankara has kaleidoscopic manifestation, depending upon the innumerable properties of the body and the mind. Vishwam pashyati karyakaranataya sasu. Rupa udbhavaha srishti karanam. Rupa udbhavaha means rupa means form. Arises means srishti. Ahankara arises along with the rise of attributes of body complex. The attributes are the source of ahankara. In sleep, anatma and attributes are resolved along with the ahankara. Rupa tati pradishtaha. Multitude of attributes are the field in which ahankara moves about. Rupasanaha, properties of anatma, are the food for ahankara. The very survival of ahankara depend upon the borrowed properties of anatma. During sleep, we cannot borrow properties from the world, body and mind, because ahankara is resolved. Dhuta grihita rupaha. Attributes are drops and taken. She is dealing with the anatomy of ahankara. It is not an independent entity, but a concoction of some features of atma and anatma. If they be given back or negated, ahankara disappears. Having borrowed the two features from Atma, what is that? Sat and Chit. Actually, ahankara doesn't take the ananda. Only Sat and Chit. I am. Isn't it? That's what is somebody knocked on the road, knocked on the door. What is that you ask? Who is it? Isn't it? And what is the answer comes? Nanta, I am. What is that he says? He is declaring, I exist. And I am aware of my existence. So, Sat and Chit, we automatically, by nature, we express that. So, this is the first, Sat-Chit, I am. Then the rest of the introduction, I am male, young, happy. You say, I am. So, I am who? You'll ask. Then you get, I am so and so. That's all comes. These are all attributes. These are all borrowed from either Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, or Anatma. All these are all borrowed from the later portion. Ramana Maharshi calls as Rupani, various property or qualification. Of these, the borrowed Atma features do not undergo any change. I am happens to be the same in every dealing, isn't it? The variety of ahankara caused by the borrowed anatma features rupa udbhavaha, ahankara, rest upon variety of anatma features. Ahankara resolves along with variety of anatma features. Therefore, the features of ahankara also will change constantly. So, the attributes of anatma are the sisti sthiti laya karanam. That is why the attributes of anatma are temporarily resolved in sleep. They are not available. Therefore, ahankara cannot exist at the time of sleep. Swayam virupaha. Ahankara does not have its own feature at all. It lives a borrowed life because it is a mysterious substance. He's an American, isn't it? Because America believes in borrowed life, right? Everything borrow. House you have to borrow. That's why your, what you call, your credit. Credit score increases the more you borrow. You keep your money in your bank, you don't borrow, they don't like it. You have to borrow and pay interest and pay back. I get all these mail, the bank. Please borrow $50,000. You have to pay only 200 something every month. Then I calculated. They are taking $5,000 more. Smart guys. So our ego is also like that, borrowed. Borrowed life. Okay, we'll stop here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari